Hello everybody. Seeing as this is the first video on this channel, I thought I would introduce you all to myself. I'm not going to tell you about the details of my life, not going to tell you where I'm from, not going to tell you what color my hair is or what kind of ice cream I like or don't like. At the end of the day, that's not what this channel is about. What I'm going to tell you is my basic ideology as it comes to government. I prefer small government. I think that government should be interested in moral issues as little as possible. There are a couple exceptions which I feel are of interest to the government, and we can discuss those another time. But at the heart of all of this is my base ideology. Never give yourself a power you would not want your enemy to have. Imagine you were playing chess, but the rules were a little different. If, first say, when you take a piece, instead of the piece being removed, it's added to your side. Well, if you're winning, that's great. You can have 2 queens. You can have 4 rooks. You can totally dominate the playing field, and today when you win the game, that may seem fine, but what about tomorrow? What about when you replay your friend and they take the pieces? Well, then that rule all of a sudden doesn't seem fair. The same kind of thinking should apply to government. If today one party decides that, to use a real example, that hate speech is not free speech, basically that not all speech should be allowed, well, for instance, the Democrats may find that quite convenient today if they're the ones choosing what is hate speech. What about when the Republicans are in power and get to decide that? Well, then it's not going to behoove the Democrats anymore. They're going to regret passing laws along those lines. The fact of the matter is, things change all the time in government. There is no permanent power in terms of holding a position forever. Even if your position is until death, death will come. And those who sided with you will feel the shockwaves of the passive power, even if you're not around to. What we have to ponder is the fact that when we gather power in government, we are not gathering power to ourselves. If we think we are, we're delusional. What is actually happening is we are gathering power to our position. And when that position is held by our adversary, by whichever party we don't agree with, they will undoubtedly use that power against us. If today the Republicans pass a law allowing them to prosecute Democrats, tomorrow the Democrats will prosecute Republicans. If laws are passed deciding what kinds of businesses can run, I'm not talking about truly dangerous ones that cause physical harm. I'm talking about, for instance, publications that say things we don't agree with. For instance, Charlie Hebdo in France. What if they pass a law banning Charlie Hebdo because it offends the Muslims? Well, what happens when the Christians ban the Muslim documents? So at the end of the day, to again sum up, never give yourself a power you would not want your enemy to have. The fact of the matter is, even from a self-serving standpoint, as long as you're focused more than on just the here and now, small government is to your benefit. Small government, even selfishly, is to your benefit. And that's what I'll leave on.